Hey everyone, welcome to a quick note. Ever stumbled into a conversation where friends brag about remembering things from toddlerhood, leaving you wondering, wait, I have vague recollections of kindergarten Play-Doh, but baby days? 0. Well, today we dive into the juicy mystery of why most of us can't recall being diaper-clad bundles of joy. Get ready to explore brain science. So buckle up, folks, because this mental adventure is about to get fascinating. You're sitting in a little chair, surrounded by happy people, and there's a yummy chocolate cake right in front of you. Everyone starts singing, "Happy birthday," and what do? You dive right into the cake with both hands. Now, that might seem a bit odd, but here's the kicker: you're not just any person, you're a 1-year-old. Yep, you're celebrating your very first birthday in that high chair of yours. It's a funny and messy way to mark the big day, but hey, you're just being yourself. Bet you can't remember your first or second birthday bash, right? Well, you're not alone. Most folks can't recall a bunch of stuff from when they were really little. Turns out, it's pretty normal to forget the early days, even though they're super important. Here's the scoop. Grown-ups usually can't dig up memories from way back when unless someone else reminds them, or they stumble upon some old photos or other reminders. Scientists call this childhood amnesia. So, even if you could talk about your second birthday blowout like a champ right after it happened, chances are, a year later, those memories have taken a hike and disappeared. Funny how our brains work, huh? Scientists think there's a reason why we can't remember a lot from our early years. It's like there's a constant reshuffling of memories, and some of the old ones get pushed aside. In one study, kids up to age 3 could remember stuff that happened in the past year. The memory game stayed strong until age 7, with kids remembering a whopping 72% of the same events. But by the time they hit 8 or 9, they could only recall about 35% of those vivid memories from when they were 3. The researchers figured out that as kids get older, the way they store memories changes. From around age 7, memories become more organized and fit neatly into a timeline of events. The process of remembering stuff might even cause them to forget older memories, like pruning a tree to let new branches grow. So, as we grow up, we make room for new memories, but it means saying goodbye to some of the earliest ones. Cool, huh? Ever wonder why we can't recall being wrapped up like little burritos as babies? Well, it turns out our baby brains work a bit differently when it comes to forming memories. So, here's the deal. Babies build memories in a unique way using both semantic and episodic memory. Semantic memory is all about processing general ideas not necessarily tied to personal experiences, like knowing colors or historical dates. On the flip side, episodic memory is rooted in personal experiences, like remembering your first day of school or where you were on a significant day, like 9/11. Here's the twist. Over time, those personal experiences turn into general knowledge. So, the memory of playing with your very first dog might transform into a simple knowledge of what a dog is. It's like our brains do a little memory makeover, changing the way we remember things as we grow up. Cool, right? Ever wondered why we can't remember things from our baby days? Well, scientists think it has to do with how our brains store and retrieve memories. Check this out. Our brains have different areas where they stash memories, both the general ones, semantic, and the personal ones, episodic. These memory bits are scattered across the brain's surface, known as the cortex. But here's the kicker: it's not until we're around 2 to 4 years old that our brain's hippocampus, the memory center, starts connecting all these memory pieces into one big information hub. This connection is like a switch that allows kids, and grown-ups, to pull up memories whenever they want. So, why can't we remember being babies? A 2014 study suggests it's because the circuits in our brains play tricks on us and make it tough to recall those super early memories. It's like our brain's way of keeping the baby days a bit of a mystery. How fascinating is that? Exciting findings from the journal Science have given us fresh insights into why older kids and adults can't remember much from their baby days. The study zoomed in on something really interesting: the constant creation of new cells in baby brains. You see, all mammals, including us, continue making new brain cells throughout life in a process called neurogenesis. But guess what? Babies kick it up a notch and produce these new neurons at a super fast rate. And where does all this brain building action happen? In the hippocampus, the part of our brain that's like a memory vault. To dig deeper, scientists experimented with rodents. They found that the surplus of new neurons in the hippocampus messes with the formation and access of memories. In simple terms, more new neurons mean a fuzzier memory. And get this, when they gave the rodents a little drug to slow down the production of new neurons, the rodents became memory champs. On the flip side, boosting the number of neurons had the opposite effect. It's like our brains have a delicate balance between creating new cells and holding onto memories. Mind-blowing, right? Recalling baby days. Can lefties remember more? The mysteries of early childhood are like digging up buried treasure full of surprises and unanswered questions. One big one. Why can't we remember being babies, but some friends swear they can? Turns out, there might be a hidden clue in how someone uses their hands. A cool study suggests that two-handers, folks who use both left and right equally well, might have a memory superpower remembering things from way back when, even earlier than most. It works like this. Our brain has two halves, kinda like two bedrooms in a house. The left one loves facts and stories, while the right deals with feelings and senses. As we grow, the bridge between these rooms, called the corpus callosum, gets stronger, linking up memories. By age 4 or 5, we start storing them properly in the left side and pulling them out from the right. Now, here's where things get interesting. The study found that two-handers might have extra wide bridges, letting their brain halves chat more easily. This could be the secret sauce behind their mind-blowing baby memories. Of course, this is just one study, and more research is needed to crack the code on early memory. But it's a fascinating glimpse into how our brains work, and maybe next time you're stumped by a friend's super early recollection, you can give them a knowing wink and say, "Must be those magic hands." So, who remembers most from their baby days? Lefties, righties, or somewhere in between? Only time and more studies will tell, but one thing's for sure: the human brain is a pretty amazing thing. Remember, I kept things simple, used everyday words, and tried to write in a conversational tone. I hope this is easier to understand and more engaging. So there you have it. The science behind why our baby memories are buried deeper than a lost pacifier. Remember, this journey into early childhood amnesia is just the tip of the iceberg. If you're curious about more brain-bending wonders, hit that like button and subscribe to A Quick Note.